This is Paul from Paul Component Engineering, and it's October 10th, I think, today, and Northern California is on fire, and we just want to send some love out to our friends at White Industries and Soulcraft and all the good people over there in the Sonoma area, in the Napa area. Today we're going to talk about, we get a lot of questions. This is a fork that came off a 27-inch bike, and in the 70s there was a ton of really nice touring frames that use this newfangled wheel size. This is not one, of a 27-inch wheel, and I don't know the history of why the 27-inch wheel happened. I have a feeling Schwinn had something to do with it because they all used 27-inch wheels back then. But eventually 700C took over, 27-inch went away. People have all these frames that are like, hey, I have this really cool frame and it's for 27-inch wheels, but the tire selection sucks, so I want to put 700C wheels on it, and it's got cantilever brakes, and will your brakes make that work? So today we're going to talk a little bit about why no, we cannot make that work. So back in the 90s, Shimano introduced the nutted brake pad on the cantilever brake. Actually, I think that was on the very first V brakes, the second generation of XTR. But for a million years before that, we had this style, which is called the smooth post style. And you can get all kinds of adjustment with this. The distance between the pad and where it's mounted is really huge. Hopefully you can see that. This arm angle changes, but that's not a huge deal. And so all these forks back then, you could pretty much put the cantilever posts. It was all over the map, and this style of brake would work. But when it came to this style of brake, not so much versatility. And so Shimano came out with the standard, well, somewhere around side to side 80 millimeters and about 25 millimeters below the center of the rim. And what we have here is about 58 millimeters, which is a lot less than 80. And what I have here is a 700C wheel on the 27-inch fork, and we're down to about, looks like about 18 millimeters. And now this brake, this actual ancient Mayfac, will actually work for this conversion, for a 27-inch to a 700C. But for any modern brake that mounts on a cantilever post, it's gonna be, I like to say 99% of the time, will not work. This cantilever post, they were just, what's going on here? Come on, man. There we go. Let's get going here. Cantilever posts really were just sort of brazed on wherever seemed about right. No standards whatsoever. And they come pre-mitered back here, so instead of remitering to the proper location, they would just, well, fits the fork leg, let's just put it on there. That looks good. Get over there. Brake pad is backwards. So again, this is a 27-inch fork to a 700C conversion, and we're talking about why this is just not going to work very well. And you can see, I mean, I'm not going to fight it here. There's just, this is the high spot, this is the low spot. It's just not going to happen. You just can't get there from here. And this is our touring canti, and this is our mini moto, and this is our neo retro. Now this geometry of where the pad is and the pivot, they are all the same on all three brakes. So it's just not going to work. We just want to put that out there to help with those conversions. If you want to make that work, go find yourself an ancient set of Mayfax, and you might get it to work.